All right, this video is about intercepts, right? So we're looking for specific points where the function graph crosses the axes, whether it's the y-axis or the x-axis. So when I look at part C and D, I'm looking for the x-intercept where the graph crosses the x-axis and the y-intercept where the graph crosses the y-axis. But one of the things you should know from Algebra 1 and Algebra 2 is when we're looking for intercepts, they're points, and points have ordered pairs, right? There's an x and a y coordinate. And what's special about these points is whichever one I'm looking for, if I'm looking for the x-intercept, I know that the y coordinate of that would be equal to 0. But if I'm looking for the y-intercept, then I know the x is equal to 0. So without even looking at the graph, without even knowing what the function is, I already know that about x and y intercepts. That when I'm looking for the x-intercept, the y coordinate is automatically equal to 0. When I'm looking for the y-intercept, the x coordinate is automatically equal to 0. Why? Well, let's find the x-intercept first. So I'm looking to see where the graph crosses the x-axis. Well, the graph crosses the x-axis. Well, first of all, this is my x-axis. The graph crosses the x-axis at two spots, one location here and one location here. And as you can see, that y level, it's not 2, it's not 1, it's 0. That's why my y coordinate is 0 whenever I'm looking for the x-intercept. But my x values are 2. One of them is -1 and one of them is +2. So I actually need two ordered pairs. I already know the y's are 0, and now I know that my x values are -1 and +2. So I'm going to put the little ampersand symbol. So -1, 0 and 2, 0. Intercepts are points. They have an x and a y value. I should write them as an ordered pair. But when I look at the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. That would be down here. And I know that the x is equal to 0 because if you look at that point, it's not -1, it's not 1, it's 0 right where it touches there. So then that's going to be at 0, -2. So that's going to kind of give you a precursor of what's coming up, which is in the next units after spring break. I'm not going to give you the graph. I'm just going to give you the equation. But if you want to find them, well, then you substitute a 0 in for x to find the y coordinate, y-intercept, or you plug in a y, you substitute a y or substitute a 0 for y in order to get the x-intercepts for those. Intercepts are pretty easy conceptually to kind of see where they occur. And we're going to be working with ways to actually find them and find them precisely with our algebraic methods after spring break.